Is God an alien? I know that sounds like a silly question, but if you think about it, it's kind of a legitimate question. Hi, I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, and I'm wondering, is God an alien? Now, a lot of people question, how did life begin? What are the origins of life? Life could not have just happened. Well, we don't know. Yeah, obviously, life happened, and if God created life, life just happened. And people say, it's not possible for life to have started on this planet. But if we look into space, we find sugars, we find alcohol, we find complex molecules, the building blocks of what could be life. So it is not inconceivable that life spontaneously started from something beyond magic, that is, beyond a supreme being saying, poof, there's life. Now, is God an alien? Well, some people who will accept evolution but still think there's a God, an alien could have seeded life on this planet. Could be God. Now, Ben Stein tried to corner Richard Dawkins into the whole God question and aliens.
No idea how it started.
No, nor has anybody.
Nor has anyone else. What do you think is the possibility that intelligent design might turn out to be the answer to some issues in genetics or in evolution?
It could come about in the following way. It could be that at some earlier time, somewhere in the universe, a civilization evolved by probably some kind of Darwinian means to a very, very high level of technology and designed a form of life that they seeded onto perhaps this planet. Now, that is a possibility and an intriguing possibility. And I suppose it's possible that you might find evidence for that if you look at the details of biochemistry, molecular biology. You might find a signature of some sort of designer.
Wait a second. Richard Dawkins thought intelligent design might be a legitimate pursuit?
And that designer could well be a higher intelligence from elsewhere in the universe.
From other planets seeding life on Earth. And, that was... Ben Stein's an asshole. Anyways, it is possible. We don't know. Billions of years ago, we estimate this universe to being 13 point whatever billions of years old. We estimate this planet being 4.5 billions of years old. It is possible that another planet that formed 8 billion years ago, or even 5 billion years ago, advanced enough to seed life on this planet. We don't know. But we don't really need to know, because the idea that magic of God, the creator, is a silly idea. But the idea that God is an alien, the idea that an alien seeded life on this planet, is plausible. We can't deny it. Then we get back to early man. We look at, Egyptian civilizations, and there's, evidence of aliens. So people believe that gods came and talked to them. Gods could have been aliens. God could be an alien from another planet. God doesn't have to be a supreme being. God does not have to be omnipowerful, omnipresent, God could be an alien. And I say this with real seriousness. We don't know. There are questions that we really cannot answer. There is odd evidence that we find that we cannot yet explain. And we can only speculate on what they are or what they mean. There are reasonable answers and there are unreasonable answers. But we could say that God is an alien. Beyond space and time, could be an interdimensional alien. It doesn't have to be a creator of the universe. God is mythology. God is something that we created to explain the unexplainable. And perhaps maybe there were aliens from other planets or other dimensions that visited humans on Earth before cameras or the ability to document them and either seeded or introduced, we don't know. I personally think that's a silly idea. I don't buy the idea of aliens. I don't buy the idea of interdimensional beings, but it's not impossible. And it would kind of explain this whole obsession with God creating things. I mean, if we went back in time with an iPod, they would like, oh my God, you're a witch or God or something. I mean, they would be so blown away by our advanced technology and our advanced knowledge of things. They would consider us either gods or witches or, they would not consider us to be humans. We would be beyond humans to them. So maybe that's why people think they're gods, because aliens came and talked to them and showed them all kinds of weird, wacky stuff and just blew their minds out and figured they were gods. We don't know that that's not the case. So why not assume that it's true? If you can assume magic, if you can assume that a being poofed everything into creation in 6 days, you can believe an alien came in and seeded life or mated with the apes and created man. I mean, when I was young, I used to believe crazy things like that. And yeah, I think they're crazy. But they're not inconceivable, at least not any more inconceivable than the idea of a creator who created the universe in 6 days and poofed life into existence and created man out of dirt and basically gave them sin and all that bullshit. So is God an alien? Could be. You can't prove it's not. I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, and give that some thought, will you?